We have some who are stuck in traffic. If you want to give us one more round, welcome them in. Sure. Please be seated. Good morning, everyone. I'm very happy to welcome you to Kiski's 135th commencement. Last night, we recognized the special accomplishments of several students in this graduating class. Today, we are here to celebrate and congratulate all of our seniors, not just for completing our graduation requirements, but for the work they've put in and all they've given our school during their time here. Our Kiski families are to be congratulated too for their help and support. Seniors, please join me in thanking all the people in the audience today who made this experience possible for you. It's my pleasure to introduce this year's class speaker, Suleiman Ba. Not yet. Well, I have some things to say about it. During his 4 years as a Kiski student, Suleiman has accomplished great things. As our head prefect, he's demonstrated impressive leadership.
Thank you, Mr. Bruningston, for that. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. I would first like to thank my mother and my father who have sacrificed so much to get me to this position, as well as my sisters and brothers who have supported me all along the way. I would like to thank the entire Kiski staff for making my experience full of growth and lessons. And especially thank Mr. Bruningston, Ms. Newmeister, Mr. and Mrs. Muster, Mr. and Mrs. Ross, and Ms. Gala. While writing my speech, I remembered Mr. Bruningston suggest I start with a funny story. But I am not a very funny person. If you've ever been around a person who has funny stories but sucks at telling them, I am one of those people. So instead, I will just share some of my favorite memories of the past 4 years. One of my first memories of Kiski comes from move-in day in my freshman year. Right away, I knew this place was going to take some adjustment. I noticed how rural it was compared to my home in New York City. My dad really liked the school because of how small and country it was. He said it reminded him of his village in the Gambia. And just like his village in the Gambia, we learned that there was no Uber service here when he got stuck on campus after dropping me off. Mr. Galetti drove him from the school from campus to the train station, and to this day, every time I visit home, my dad asks how Mr. Galetti is doing. Another unique memory I have about Kiski is an intense regular season game that ended in a score of 3-0. And no, it wasn't one of our soccer team's games. This was football. Every kid in the stands was tuned in and screaming for the Cougars to win. To me, this moment from the fall encapsulated the amazing school spirit we have here. Another example highlighting our school spirit came from our 3-time state championship soccer team being down the entire state championship game and then scoring 2 goals in the last 5 minutes to causing a surge in our school pride. I remember challenging times too, like having to wear a mask for all physical activities during the 2020 to 2021 school year. This was especially difficult. Wrestling is already hard enough, but could you imagine having to wrestle a full 6 minutes and then being told you have to wear a mask the moment you're done, after you're done? I will always remember trying to pass Mr. Mo's impossible physics class, because no matter how many review sessions you went to, I'm not sure there was any way to pass a test. But Mr. Mo was always there to help, and he really wanted all of his students to be successful, which ultimately we were, even when we thought we couldn't be. Even though these memories may seem small, they so perfectly represent Kiski to me. Why am I sharing these memories with you? Well, if we learned anything from these experiences, it is that being at Kiski is not always easy. The sandbox the Kiski community provides helps different people from different places experience different people and different cultures and activities. From the cross-country team that hated running, to a ragtag team of wrestlers, many of them in their first years of wrestling, Kiski has a very unique way to bring very unique people to a very unique place and draw out their unique qualities. But as different as we all may be on campus, there's a certain culture that makes us all one. No, Mr. Spahn, it isn't our cult-like lacrosse team. No, it isn't our shared love of sports. The most Kiski thing about Kiski is something I call the Kiski grit. The willingness to improve ourselves, to win the day, to be 1% better. If you look for inspiration, look no further than your neighbor. Any visitor to our campus will start to notice this instantly, like I did when I showed up that day as a freshman. Being surrounded by people who are high achievers is what makes this process possible. And in the past 4 years, I've been motivated to go above and beyond by you, my peers. As decorated as our class is in accomplishments, I've been inspired by the extent to which everyone gets to chase their dreams and reach their goals. That, to me, is what makes Kiski such a great experience. Not the grades, not the awards, not the wins, not even the final product, but instead the process itself. The study sessions, the practices, reps, the process. I hope you all keep and continue to grow this mentality as we keep moving forward. The future is uncertain. No one can guarantee where they will be in 5 to 10 years. So I'd like to end on this quote by Corey Ten Boom. Worrying is carrying tomorrow's load with today's strength, carrying 2 days at once. It is moving into tomorrow ahead of time. Worrying doesn't empty tomorrow of its sorrows, it empties today of its strengths. So what can we do today? Well, the only thing we can control is the work we put in today. And as tough as it may be, facing challenges today ensures we smile tomorrow. Thank you, class of 2023. It has been my honor to speak to you, and as excited as I am to see what you accomplish in the future, I am more excited to hear about the obstacles you overcame when we come back for a reunion. Thank you.
Thank you, Celine. I'd like to introduce Mr. Pete Bonds, our Associate Head of School.
Class of 2023, on behalf of the head of school, the Board of Trustees, and the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, it is now our honor to present you with these certificates of graduation, signifying your successful completion of the course of study requirements of the Kiski Springs School. Diplomas will be awarded randomly, not in alphabetical order. Graduates will cross from my left and receive their diplomas from Mr. Jacob and Mr. Bruningson. Once you receive your diploma, please pose for a photo with Mr. Bruningson before returning to your seat. So let's get started. Zachary Christopher Tucker. Dmitria Lazar Stasic. Saul William David Chesters. Giovanni Bazzanella. John Hart. Donald Seven Gillingham. Jacob Stephen Albert Conti. Ian Michael Bigler. Marquise Williams. Wyatt Wiggins. Dominic Bompiani. Jose Rodrigo Cifuentes. Matthew John Shea. Christian A. Mears. Gurpartap Singh. Miloš Vujović. Dariel Emil Contreras Portoreal. Roland Chuku Omeka Okugo.
Mr. Barker,
Okay. Andrew Visenor. Daniel Matos. Jude Thomas Gardner. Jarno Frigenti Antolin. Benjamin Ryder Feinstein. Hector Ociel Peguero Pinero. Richard Chukwu Emeka Okugo. Nicholas Mendiolaza. Eric Borg Bayok. Lachlan Graham McElveen. Galland Chuko Emeka Okubo. Jefferson Bratanis Deska. Matthew Marinello. William Alexander Mitchell. Nathan Alexander Scholes.
Hey.
Suleiman Ba. Ray Miguel Santos Zimmerman. Carter Michael Accursi. Jaden Scott Mitchell. Charles Francisco Sanchez Coelho. Landon Flock. Devidas Ilgauskas. Donovan Patrick Callahan. Aiden P. Rowe. Andrew Boblitz. Nicholas S. Jacob. Fernando Rivero Yorca. Akshatbir Singh Jawar. Josué Abnel de León Zabala. Donovan Gusto Phillip. Carter Reed Johnson. Robert Coronel. Dylan James Lee. Lazar Drezgic. Luke Joseph Lenz. Andriy Maltsev. Joshua Omar Barlow. Howron Guo. Luocheng Liu. Nelson A. Hudgens. Joseph Hess. Sebastian Andres Porchela. And Alexander Robert Donnelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2023. Ben Feinstein has left an indelible mark on Kiski. He's impressed our entire school community with his tremendous intelligence, his unrelenting work ethic, and his talents as a soccer player. Through his always unpretentious efforts, we've come to love and admire this special young man. Ben will be attending the University of Michigan next year. We look forward to hearing about his many successes he will undoubtedly enjoy in the future. Please join me in welcoming the valedictorian of the class of 2023, Ben Feinstein.
Thank you, everyone. When Mr. B first told me that I'd be giving this speech today, I'm not gonna lie, the first thing I did was pull up YouTube immediately and search up best graduation speeches of all time. I was thinking, I'm gonna make this something really special, end off on a good note. First video I click on, it's some 12-year-old graduating high school a million years early, this super genius kid. The second one that pops up, it's a kid solving a Rubik's Cube as he's reciting his speech. So, at this point, I'm very intimidated, this is impressive stuff going on here, that's not me. Next, I clicked on the 2020 commencement speech given by the head prefect here my freshman year, Patty Jacob, who I know is in attendance today watching his brother graduate. He was a great head prefect here at Kiski, and he really showed me the ropes around this place freshman year. When I watched his 2020 speech back, to be honest with you, this is when I got my confidence fully back, though. I thought to myself, wow, that is much more doable for sure. In all seriousness, though, I was struggling to come up with a direction to go with this, but then I talked with Mr. B again at my last grade reading and found what I thought would be a good direction to go in. Mr. O would know all about this one. During my freshman year, I had one of the best times of my life. Coach Laux led us to our first state championship with the soccer team, and overall, it was just an awesome experience. As all the boys in attendance know today, the only sport I play is soccer. Since my freshman year, we've gone on to win 2 more state titles and had a lot of success as a program. We've been ranked as a top 3 prep school in the country for 2 years in a row, and in general, have just received a lot of recognition. But I'm actually not up here to talk about soccer. Instead, I'm going to be talking about my short-lived career as a freshman basketball player. Now, you can give me one good look and guess I don't have much of a skill set for basketball, but I decided to try something new for the winter term freshman year. It was a new experience and something that is certainly memorable, but in a considerably more embarrassing way than anything else. I went from competing and beating top prep schools across the Northeast with the soccer team to getting 30-pieced by random schools down the road. One of the most humiliating games had to come when we traveled down to Shadyside one winter afternoon. I still remember their smug upperclassmen in the gym mocking our little freshman team as they continued to run up the score.
They were probably paid back when we beat them 11-0 in soccer this year. Back with the basketball team, though, Mr. O, our coach, can attest to this. We were likely one of the worst teams ever to put on a Kiski uniform. We haven't even had freshman basketball since then. I think we genuinely ended the program. So we never got remotely close to winning the game, but I remember being strangely proud at the end of the season despite this. It was the first time in my life I'd ever felt this way after failing, struggling, whatever you want to call it. Instead of focusing on all the negatives from the year, I look back on it fondly due to the friendships forged, all the fun I had along the way, and just getting through it in general. To me, my freshman basketball career is one in a set of countless experiences that perfectly demonstrates the essence of Kiski. We're not some preppy, uptight boarding school. We've come together as one from all over the world. We're not afraid to go out of our comfort zone, try new things, take on challenges. There's a million things each one of us boys could speak about from our time here on campus. Succeed, fail, fall flat in our face, and get back up and succeed again. We all found our place within this environment and along the way, bettered ourselves. Kiski is a blue-collar institution and it has influenced us whether we realize it or not. We put on our coat and tie and we go to work every single day. In today's day and age, it is truly special that we have been treated to an environment that allows these ideals to flourish. For that, I and all of my classmates have every single faculty member, administrator, and fellow student to thank. This unique culture is one of tradition, humility, and excellence. And as you look around at each graduate today, you'll see a future generation that is going to continue to promote what has been ingrained in us here. We have kids going to some of the best schools in the country. We have people studying things I can't even wrap my head around and who will be changing the world in just a couple of short years. As we go our separate ways, there's no doubt we will stay in touch and reminisce about when COVID interrupted our freshman year, late nights studying or playing video games, swank runs, Centennial Cups, and especially when Daver ripped the pond jump last night. Huh, boys? Sadly enough, though, it is most likely the case that today is the last time we ever are all together in the same place at once. Despite this, each one of us will always be able to take comfort in the fact that our brothers, our classmates, are in their new communities, combining their Kiski experience with their own personal flavor to lead as an example for their peers. Lastly, just again, a massive thank you to every faculty member and family member in the crowd today for all you have done for us. We look forward to paying off your investment. Boys, love you guys. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ben. Gentlemen, now your last appointment's been kept and you've met your final deadline. There's nothing left for me to do except to say goodbye. When you leave campus today, both you and your school will gain a bit of immortality. Your school because in you a bit of Kiski will always be preserved, and you because the contributions you've made here will be passed on to other Kiski boys, maybe your sons and their sons too, perhaps. So for a short time, goodbye, forever good luck, and may God bless you all. Thanks.